The question is whether your baby is racist or not. Now, I'll make this clear. We generally talking about blacks and whites. And I will, without getting into details, my thesis is this, that black people and white people are equally racist. The only difference is that because whites could get cops to come and take you to jail and they have money and all that stuff, that it looks as if all these whites are so horribly racist. And then they experience recent experience of slavery. But blacks had enslaved whites before, so that slavery thing is neutral. But of course, the whites still in charge of the world, and so probably with the power that they've had, and this is unprecedented power that any other nations ever had or empire. So maybe this is why horrible white racism looks so horrible. But my point here, though, is that children are not born racist. It's the parents that introduce them to racism. Black people telling the kids, even from small, you see them racist, them white people over there, they're no good, this and that about them over there. Same thing, the whites, these black people stay away from them, there's scams, there's thieves and whatever. And also, just recently, we were having a political campaign meeting and we were to meet at a home. And this Chinese person, this doctor, medical doctor, he was behind me, and I came up with a box of stuff, and I had on my suit and my tie and everything. But I suddenly showed up on the porch, and the person was sitting down. She gasped and was ready to run for cover or something like that. And she said, and then when she recognized me, and because we met before and we've worked in, doing politicking, campaigning and so on, so she knows me. But by seeing the black alone, she was ready to run. And so I'm saying that it's the parents that really introduce these kids to racism. Sometimes I'm recycling, and a white person has this baby in his hand, and the baby is intelligent enough or mature enough to look around and so on, and I'm into the garbage and getting out some plastics and whatever, and he's telling them, oh, look at that black fella, see, he's in the garbage, he's a nobody, you're better than him or whatever. So while going to the garbage, I was singing my Spanish because I like to sing my Spanish song and stuff like that. And then the father realized that he don't know anything about Spanish, and then of course he's gonna want to assume that I have some education. So he felt, as it were, threatened or maybe inferior. So he's trying to make me feel bad, and then trying to tell his son, oh, you can be better than him. He's nobody. See, going in the garbage. I recall I was working garbage in another area. I was working in a garbage truck in Florida, and this mom got her son out there, and then she's telling him, blow the horn, and she wanted the horn to be blown, but that's not the real deal. She's telling him that people picking up garbage ain't nobody. And then the kids of themselves also realize that the things they throw in the garbage is like, yucky, throw it in the garbage. So when they see you in the garbage, they feel that you're inferior to them. But still, whether is it the white women or the white men who are more racist? Well, you would assume that for the first little while, the mom is mostly with the child and so forth, and she might be pointing out the stuff. But when he's old enough and going out to the dad has pointed out some other stuff. So both of them are racist, white as men and women, equally racist. Same thing with blacks. Same thing with blacks and same thing with Chinese. They think that their race is superior to the other one. But I really like to see a real test on racial superiority. I know what the answer is going to be because, hey, I know it's going to be, but they're afraid. They don't really want to do that test because it's going to shatter a lot of the myths that they have. And they always try to point to these little American blacks here and say, see, I know you're better than them, but they're controlling the education, give them some shoddy stuff, give them pressure and whatever. But when you come overseas now, there's where it is. Because, we overseas, we control our country. We see that everybody is anything. Big chemists, big whatever, all medical, big scientists, they're blacks and Indians. And our teachers, we're of the same race, and they give us our all. Sometimes they'll be crying on us, they'll be praying for us. Why this child don't get on this work? Why this child don't get this concept? They don't beat us up and try to make us feel we're nobodies as a white person might do to a black. No, I don't know if blacks could do it to whites. All I've been to school aware, so not a black person, but another race was treating these white kids as if, stuff. And I don't think that was right, not because they treat me bad, I need to treat the kids bad. Karma, they can get taken care of. I need to be fair and treat the white student just as if he's a black student. In fact, like if we're family, because I call them bro. Hey, bro, what's up? Let's go, man. Let's go with this work now, bro. Some of them, they're caught aback because I'm supposed to have some status. I'm teacher, I'm supposed to be their superior. And I'm saying, brother, it's like, really? Yeah, but you can come down getting me your stupid little jokes over there, and your little smutty this and that, and cussing at me, because I ain't talking about it like that. I'm just trying to show you that we all in this education together. I love you, and I really want you to do it and make it. Okay? Your success has nothing to do with me. I still gonna live and be happy. You could succeed as much as you want. I still gonna find some money out there to take care of my business. Yeah. So I think though that in here on out that black and white and Chinese or yellow need to tell our kids that, look, tell them the truth. Today is our day, because we are the powerful nation. It passed through everybody's hand, and today it's our time. And because of this and that, we want to be in charge. We want to control stuff. But the superiority thing, that ain't got nothing to do with status and power and whatever. It's a reality out there, and maybe I'll leave that for another time. But God has already said that every succeeding empire is inferior to the previous one. Now, I'm trying to figure out what the inferiority is about, because when Africa ruled the world before Babylon, and Babylon was depicted as gold, so maybe Africa is diamond. Okay, what is it that is causing this inferiority? Well, in the case of Africa, we were able to calculate distance to the moon and to the sun without computers. We were able to, through observation and so on, we were able to name the stars up there to come with some medical technologies. You have so much sunlight, so here's the better time to plant. We've done some yeoman's work. And I still not gonna go for this superiority thing. I think we're in this mess together, and we all got to help each other. We all got to put our shoulders to this wheel and turn it, and so all of us could win. It's not that the blacks are losing and will continue to lose, and so the whites only could take care of business. We all need each other. Okay, the whites need the blacks need the whites, and the yellow, and we need each other, man. We don't have to marry each other, but we could get along. We could have a truce. We could work together to make the world a better place, because it don't make sense. I asked these kids in class this. I said, suppose now there was a way that you could have created a job for your neighbor. Wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you give some money every month to create some jobs so that everybody could be working? Because your neighbor, he might be your race and you hate him, and I'm glad I have a job, he doesn't have one. And your girl with all this bling and all this nice chain and all this gold, and she walk in the high heel, swaying, and them fellas club her across the head and take her stuff, and then she get so badly hurt that she end up now in a wheelchair or something like that. Whereas if you were concerned about your own security, you'd say, man, if I could find a way that these guys could get a job too, so they could get some income, and you'll make more money, because you don't mind if you give everybody money out here. There's some people are gonna be getting all the money. There are people gonna come spend it up the road, So that's all I'm saying. That don't let us teach our kids this racist thing. I mean, it's not worth anything. There is something out there that whites want to stay in power and this and that, but it shouldn't be by all costs, because put up Snowden and put up Bradley Manning, and they're gonna sell you out. This other guy out in Britain, hold up in the embassy there. Let's look for the best. Okay, get the best, give the best the job, and we're all gonna be happier and secure in a situation like that. And just putting our kids up, and when they're really interested in that, but just you got to go there because it's a white thing. We got to show that we whatever. And when you start doing things because of who has ability, you're gonna be surprised to see we're gonna be. This is gonna be the norm and the criteria for success, and people are gonna be going for it. People talk about the Common Core. It's because of the change, but eventually we can catch the spin and we can start doing it correct, and then still have the people who would have succeeded in the old system succeed in this new system, because it's an attitude. So we just got to get to the program.